In 2019, the NDA won 39 out of 40 seats in Bihar. When the RJD, Congress and JDU fight together, does that not make the challenge much tougher for the BJP when you're up against a united Mahagathbandhan?
No, Rahul, we are very confident that even in the next 24 elections, we'll get all the seats. We made the mistake when we fought with Nitish. We made the mistake of giving 50% of the seats to him. I can tell you that when the next election comes, the 24 election comes, we will win all the parliament seats from Bihar. I am very confident about that. The people will vote for us. You see, the people. Why did Nitish Kumar get relegated to just 40 seats? Because he's been exposed. The people realize that this fellow just talks. He says he's Sushashan. There's no Sushashan. Basically he says that he is honest, but around him, all his ministers were making money. He himself has now charge-sheeted somebody who was with him for so many years as being corrupt. Now, if he was corrupt, if, for example, he's charge-sheeted RCP Singh for being corrupt, for so many years, I mean, wasn't Nitish aware of his corruption? He was working just beside him. So, I mean, if there was any corruption, Nitish was a party to it, I would say.
No, but can I ask you a question, RK Singh ji? If ministers in the Nitish government were corrupt, those from the Janata Dal United, why has no action been taken against them so far? Now, it would be very ironical if the investigative agencies suddenly get active in Bihar. They've been active in Jharkhand, they've been active in Bengal, they haven't been active so far. Now, if suddenly there are ED, CBI raids, people will say, boss, dal mein kuch kala hai.
You know something, Rahul, there are, I think, I don't have any material. Otherwise, if I had any material, I would have submitted it to the investigating agencies. But what people tell me, what my constituents tell me is that many of Nitish Kumar's ministers actually take money for transfers, postings, etc. That's a complaint which I have heard from many people. And if Nitish Kumar is so dead honest, how was this happening? So, basically, you talk to anybody from Bihar, he'll tell you that his pretense of honesty is just a pretense. Basically, most of his cohorts are into making money. And in any case, as I said, that's a challenge. Let him fight alone. And I can give it to you in writing that he will not get more than 10 seats. In fact, he will not get more than 5 seats if he fights alone.
But after Maharashtra, the opposition seemed dead and gone. 2024 seemed like a buried issue where Prime Minister Modi and the BJP were likely to storm home to power. Would you accept that this shows that opposition abhi zinda hai? Obviously the BJP still remains in pole position, but the opposition will begin to believe that we too can come together. It's possible we're not dead and finished just yet.
I was trying very hard not to laugh. You see, the opposition is so bereft of leaders that they are looking to somebody who has whose percentage of votes is just about 4 or 5% in Bihar, and who has only 45 MLAs in Bihar. They are, if they need him to be their prime ministerial candidate, that just shows how empty of leadership the opposition is. Can you just imagine that? One state party, he is not there in any other state. One state party, even in that state, I mean, he is not the largest party, he is not the second largest party, he is probably the third or fourth largest party, and he is the only PM candidate which the opposition has. I am quite certain that Mamata Banerjee will challenge that. I am quite certain that even Rahul Gandhi will challenge that. And I am quite certain that Chief Minister of Chhattisgarh will challenge that. So, you see, basically what's happening, Rahul, is that some people feed his megalomania. Are you are PM material. He should wake up and face reality that he is not PM material, that if he is Chief Minister, he is Chief Minister by the grace of either the BJP or the RJD, from whom he keeps hopping from one to the other. He hopped from RJD to BJP, and now he has gone back to the RJD, and he has gone and apologized to Rabri Devi for hopping away from her. But Rabri Devi must be asking a question in her mind that when will the next time come when he will hop away from her again.